Alright, hello. I'm back. Let's see when's the last time I played this. July? I think I ended the last playthrough being like, oh, I'll play again in a few days. That was a fucking lie. Anytime I say I'm gonna like do something soon, like quadruple the time. At a minimum. Okay, let's dive in. So I believe I remember, I'm gonna I was feeling weak in the last episode. I passed out or something with Kanika, and now I believe I'm sneaking in to Dr. Kelly's clinic. Okay. Alright. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Oops. No, I don't want that. There we go. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your rib cage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. You can see the hill Sybil was talking about, wrapped around the back of the old hospital like a stone blanket. I remember there was that weird room in her house when I went over for dinner, and I needed to get in there. It should take you directly up to the second floor and the unlocked doors of the terrace. As soon as you finish your thought about jumping onto a terrace, a dull throb sets into your knees. There's no way you're doing that. Man, this fucking ghost gave me arthritis, too. Ooh, hot. But you're not sure you even need to jump. You used to be quite the Lady Casanova in high school, and back in the day, you learned two things. First, that the second floor of a residential building is never locked, and second, the skills needed to take advantage of that security flaw. No judgmental parents ever managed to get in the way of you and your high school flames. So I was just slamming ass all through high school. This is canon. Okay, get to the terrace. Street smart, just going through the... Ooh, wait. You've aged at least a decade since last night. You should see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkup. Ooh. Ooh, what would be better? I could try to just talk to her, be like, oh yeah, let me get a checkup. If I sneak in and then she catches me, well, because I want to romance her. Let's just save it here, just in case. I know I don't usually save scum, but I might do it for Dr. Kelly. Okay, we're gonna use the hot trait. Get to the terrace. You scan the parts of the building around the terrace and zero in on a drain pipe. Bingo. It's been a while since you've done this, and you're a little rusty, but it doesn't take much effort before you're there. You try the door. It's unlocked. It's always unlocked. The upstairs of the clinic feels like a decommissioned museum. Old furniture is covered in plain white sheets, and a thick layer of dust coats the floor. This place hasn't seen any use in years. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. Oh. What the f... The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Is he role-playing to be a dead body? He's LARPing. V? He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person. He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person he met yesterday. Oh shit, he hasn't seen me since I turned old. Wait, has he? I don't remember. What are you doing in the morgue? Flirt. Hi. Vampire. No, I don't want to flirt with him. Am I interrupting something? No. I was just practicing. I guess. Sometimes I just come down here to rehearse. Oh, that's right, because he thinks he's gonna die soon. That's so morbid. Oh, this pun. Rehearse, you say. Good one. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pole. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Caveman talk? Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Let's see. Oh, one of those stone carvings. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man. But it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the doc out of our hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true, anyway. Man, maybe I should have had her check on me. Now I won't be able to talk to her. How'd you learn that little trick? When you're a teenager whose doctor mom won't leave you alone for 2 seconds, you learn how to make it happen. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Wow, you are seriously desperate about that wall. I'll make it quick. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom? He coughs gently. I threw up. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I could finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice, and some ginger ale, too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Street smart. You scoop up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Reese watches you with curiosity. Stealing medical documents? If my family is gonna keep secrets from me, I'd better learn what I can. Totally. Steal anything you need to. You've got a mystery to solve. I'm not gonna stand in your way. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff in there, though. That might really get you in trouble. You turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. Come on, let's keep looking. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. How about we just smash the glass? Oh no, but then she'd know. We better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. There must be a key in here somewhere. Maybe in the drawer? He stops, as if listening to something you can't hear. Shit. She's back already. Ooh, maybe she can still examine me. As if on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall. She's headed this way. Quick! We gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. I'll let him in. You make space, and he slips in next to you, closing the door just enough that you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way back down the hallway. We'd better wait a second, just in case. Flirt with... Okay, I'll flirt with... You're momentarily distracted from the danger at hand by Reese's sudden closeness. It's almost strange to be here with him after the way he was hidden away for the first few days of your week in Scarlet Hollow. It made him into a seemingly mythical figure, the tragic artist wasting away in a basement guarded by a tyrannical warden. Now he's right in front of you, a flesh and blood human being, one you could reach out and touch if you so desired. I'm gonna grasp the door. You reach out a steadying hand, as if trying to get a better look at the office through the small crack in the door. You can see the edge of the door tremble and realize that Reese is shaking slightly, the air between you practically vibrating with the tension. Sorry, I know these are close quarters. Does it bother you to be so close to someone else? His gaze is fixed intently on the office outside the closet door. The hand gripping the doorknob is trembling slightly, the edge of the door shaking almost imperceptibly with his nervous tremors. No, it's... Actually, really nice. He relaxes slightly, his tense shoulders easing back down from their place by his ears. His arm rests gently against your shoulder. His skin is cold, as you'd expect from someone who'd just been napping in a morgue, but it's not unpleasant. It's almost a relief in the sticky air of the closet. You're so warm. His voice is almost imperceptibly quiet, his words struggling to be heard over footsteps that, once again, echo down the hallway outside. His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear. Let's go. The two of you spill out of the closet. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Aw, I was having fun in there. Reese pauses his search, barely glancing back to you, but you still see pink blossom on his cheekbones. We could always spend more time together later, once we're done sneaking around. If the doc hasn't kicked you out by then. Sorry, Reese, but I want to fuck your mom. He turns away, continuing to rifle through drawers, trying to hide the grin that spread across his face at the suggestion. You watch while he rifles through drawers, content to let him figure it out. Soon, there's a jingling of keys, and he turns to you, victorious. There we go. They're even color-coded. She made this too easy. Reese pauses to look at the plant on the table. It was weird of her to drop that off, right? Why would she put some alien-looking fruit in the supply room? She's not a pharmacist. She's not supposed to make her own medicine. This room is for storing stuff she orders from an actual pharmacist. And I doubt it's decorative. Let's see. It is weird. Maybe we should do some snooping. Uh-oh, we're about to get caught. But before you get the chance to do that, Reese jerks his head towards the door. Shit, that was the door from the house. We've got to run. Grab the axe and go. You grab the axe and follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. I feel like she's gonna... If I start hacking away at the wall, there's no way she's, like, not gonna hear it. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge. But there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. Well, now, yes. Whoa. You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. Wall. Have at it. You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There is some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthly mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. This was wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. There's the carving. Flashbacks. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again, Enoch. What am I gonna do? Nonsense, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I've found us an alternative. Someone who can fix everything in one fell swoop. We're taking you home today, and by this time next week, everything will be resolved. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. I still have those documents I swiped, right? Yeah, you should still have them on you. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Ooh, okay. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter, Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Edwardine Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003. Aged 89, cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl Ann Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90, died of a normal old person illness. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887, died August 20th, 1957, aged 69. Nice. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. You quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890, died 1918, age 28, cause of death, crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet, born April 1914, died June 7th, 1944, Louis Scarlet, born August 1920, died June 6, 1944. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. These must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth. Mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present. Home burial. Street smart. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing there. Alexandra Scarlet, born December 12th, 1947, died August 20th, 1957, age 9, missing, presumed dead. Signed by mother Edwardine Scarlet. Alexandra, the owner of the doll, so she went missing. Maribel Scarlet. Damn, how many fucking relatives are we going through? Maribel Scarlet, born September 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Okay, that was the last one. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was just a few hours ago. I'll just keep flirting with him for funsies. Wish I'd been awake while you carried me. I could always put on a repeat performance, if that's the sort of thing you'd like. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Guess pocket. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. I wouldn't want something to happen to you. I'd like to get to know you a little better before either of us dies. I saw his gay-ass little blush. Yes, Dr. Kelly should... Let me just see what he says to this. You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? Stella said you did something similar a couple days ago. I figured it might just be something that happens to you every now and then. I know I wouldn't want somebody calling an ambulance for me every time I had an episode. Going to the hospital sucks. I think Dr. Kelly should look me over. These seizures can't be good for me. I don't think you'll want her to do that. I'll decide for myself, Reese, okay? While you were out, I looked this up. She's not the kind of doctor you'd want in charge of your healthcare. I should know. I'm the one she's been poisoning for years. I knew she was doing something fucked up. I refuse to take my medicine, so she's on the warpath up there. I have no idea what she's doing, but I've blocked my door, so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. You blocked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It's never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off, or whatever it is she might do now that I know what her treatment plan has been all these years. Maybe she's not poisoning him. Maybe it's like... He looks like a fucking ghoul. He has some weird condition. He's like some creature of the night. And she's... Maybe the weird plant thing is treating him. want to say. But now we're just locked downstairs. Maybe I was a little panicked when I found out what she'd been giving me, and she was upstairs talking through the door, saying I should take my pills, and I just took what few precautions I could. It's not ideal, but at least it buys us time to figure out what to do. We should treat her as a serious threat. This might sound strange, but I think she's gone to some desperate lengths in the past. There are these weird memories I have. I always assumed they were just dreams or hallucinations, but now I'm not so sure. Ooh. I think she used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. Fucked up mother-son relationship. I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the length she's willing to go to keep me under her control. I don't know if you'd be safe either. I'd never forgive myself if she did something to you because I wasn't careful enough. We'll wait until she's asleep, then we can at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there. Oh, I should have had her examine me in the beginning. Alright, let me explore. But why would your mom poison you? I don't know. But the internet says this is castor bean. It's used to make ricin, a super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms. And death, usually. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or if she's just like keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Ricin is really bad. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses? Or maybe I developed a tolerance? But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. Okay, I got spoiled. I've seen fan art of him, like his monster form, so now I'm just like wondering when that's gonna happen. I think she was probably poisoning him to keep him from turning into a monster. I mean, that's my guess. With your evidence, you should be able to go to the cops. Maybe not the local cops, but a cops. I do have the castor bean from the pharmacy, but I'd still have to prove where I got it from. And that she used it to poison me. It's possible the cops might just think I'd snapped and it could turn out even worse for me. I don't think the doc would hesitate to have me committed if it meant she could keep her hold on me. No matter what, we should get out of this basement soon. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. I don't want him staying with me. Sorry, Reese. One step at a time. Let's just start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. Man, he's fucking cock blocking me. God damn it. I should have selected the option where she examines me in the clinic. How am I gonna romance his mom now? Fucking Reese. Man, fuck your monster ass. You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Yes, a hot MILF with questionable morals. I want your mom, Reese. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror of the rest of my life. We'll see if we can wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. This fool's gonna transform in front of me because he's not taking his medicine, aka low dosage poison. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. I believe you owe me a showing of Shi no Chi, Death of Blood. I believe I do. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. What with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and, of course, the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs had been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings and then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I really find engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. I can't believe I'll be able to do things like this from now on, just put on a movie and hang out with people I like. He trails off, his newly energetic and chatty demeanor once again replaced with his usual shy, tense self. But you can still tell there's something different about him now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. Shush him. Fine, I'll flirt with you because I can't flirt with your mom right now. Fucker. As horror begins to unfold on the screen, you inch towards him and rest your hand lightly on his. Maybe if I flirt with him and get on his good side, he won't eat me when he turns into a monster. He practically jumps out of his skin at your touch, but he doesn't move away. His face is still turned away from you, staring intently at the screen, but he grips your hand, his grip more confident than before. It's warm now, the skin dry and smooth, loose on his bony knuckles. He's shaking slightly. Your hands are soft. A man on the screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. Is it just me or his canines a little sharper than normal? Oh my god, he's fucking transforming. Oh my god. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, what with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. I'm not gonna flirt with him anymore. He's making me nervous. Reese, are you feeling okay? I'm just jittery. I've had a really weird day, and I think being down here is making me anxious. I'm all hopped up on adrenaline. Maybe waiting out the dock is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely it is that she'll figure out that we're onto her, and it would be too easy for her to lock me up again and be thorough about it this time. There's a knock on the window. Ooh, is it a ditchling? Oh, it's Wayne. My Pookie! He came to rescue me from the monster. V, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Yeah, I won't be safe from you, Reese. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. Uh-oh. Oh, is he gonna get possessive on me? I can protect both of us, V. Uh-oh, is he gonna transform? The window shatters. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I wish I hadn't been spoiled about this. That he turns into a monster. This is what I get for looking at the Scarlet Hollow tag on Tumblr when I have not finished all of the game, all the episodes. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the wall. What the fuck? You can make the pictures come alive? Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Leave us alone! In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. Okay, so like, I'm a monster fucker. I mean, I could still be picky about, you know, what. The other art I saw of him, I was like, nah, I wouldn't fuck him. But like, this shot of him is actually kind of doing it for me. This is a good introduction, like a good first look at him. He looks like his most fuckable at this moment, I would say. But I still don't want to romance him, at least not on this run. I don't know if I can even romance his mom anymore, or if I don't know if I fucked that up, but we'll see. I'm running. You've seen enough to know you need to leave. You run up the stairs. The door is blocked by a chair. And then it's blocked by something else, too. I will try and tear through them. You toss the chair out of the way and do your best to tear through the substance covering the door. It reforms and regenerates too quickly for you to claw your way through. Defeated, you turn back to the basement. The remainder of Reese's paintings await their artist's command. It's okay. Stay right there. I can take care of this. Then she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. I'll be right back. Is he gonna fight Wayne? Oh fuck, he's gonna go after his mom. No, Joan, I'll protect you. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna try to warn Dr. Kelly. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster, preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp the handle and turn. Oh shit. Street smart. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. Duck! I'm gonna listen. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. I'm good at following orders. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. Ugh. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. Oh, he looks so nasty. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're gonna have to try harder than that, you bitch. Oh. No, how did you... Oh, it's Wayne. As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. My Pookie! Both my Pookies come to my rescue. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between cracks in the wood. Reese's panic pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. I'm running after Mrs. Kelly. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creations, dodging them as best you can as you try to see where Dr. Kelly went. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey. Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, V. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. You survived. What's going on? I think you could probably put that together. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Yes, ma'am. You turn back around and head to the medical storage room. I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black tape key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Oh shit. This is so creepy. An intercom system, huh? Doc? Good. You should hear this. V, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows that she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't going to kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese. I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance. And you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. Bitch slap him. Ugh! What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Yay. The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. You do as she says. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Head for the safe room. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Hello, Doctor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What is this room? Old X-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed, right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Why did you start poisoning him? Dr. Kelly sighs. Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high doses of Klonopin, but his body kept adapting and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already suspicious and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. And I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Who approached you and what did they say? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman. Sybil? Was it Sybil? Oh, spill the tea. But screw it. I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. It was Sybil. I don't know how the hell she found out. Maybe Reese had an episode while he was over at her place. Who can say? I thought she was insane. She was telling me to give my son ricin like it was a mystical mountain-full cure for fussy teenagers. She was right, though. And I hate that. I hate the power it meant she had over me. Still has. Don't trust her, V. She puts on that sweet old lady act, giving everybody tea and talking about healing magics or whatever. But she's a snake. You don't have to tell me twice. I was already skeptical of her. What is he? At first, I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him. And you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out. So I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Girl, you don't even know who his daddy was? Okay, I see you. Wait, what? Girl, did you try to say you're the Virgin Mary? Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Girl, some monster fucked you in your sleep. That's how you got Reese. Yup. She got visited by some monster. It was Somno. She's got a Somno kink. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden, my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. The relationship between you seems so difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was gonna be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change. Sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom too, doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't gonna go around eating people. How do you know he's dangerous? Why is my character asking a dumbass question? Girl, just fucking look at him. You got 2 eyes. He looks like he wants to murder people. Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. I can fix him. What you're doing is difficult? but it's necessary. I'm glad you see that. Makes me feel a little less cruel. It hasn't been easy doing all this to him, but I know it's for the best, for him, and for everyone else. While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. What's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. I see no flaws with this plan. Sarcasm, that's so Scarlet of you. It's okay, I know it's not a perfect plan, but it's better than the alternative of being torn to shreds by my own kid, or having to figure out how to kill someone I love who may or may not be unkillable. Sit in silence and wait for Reese. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. Dr. Kelly, I know something we could do to pass the time. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Shit, this might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, he looks so nasty. He's like a weird horse monster. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Ooh, okay. This is how I'm starting my romance with Joan, by helping her tranquilize her monster son. All right. Oh, you could tame the beast platonically? Wait, let me save it. You step forward. Wait. Oh, fuck, did I just... That's romancing him. Is that what that was? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't want to romance him. I gotta go back real quick. I thought this was romancing Joan for some reason. Okay, we're gonna tame him platonically. You step forward. She's only doing this to protect herself. Show her you're not a monster. Back down. But she's... He stammers, his unnaturally stretched mouth struggling with the words. For God's sake, V, get away from him. He stares up at the woman in the doorway behind you. There's something pained in his expression beyond the rage he feels for her. Reese's gaze returns to you, sadness in his eyes. I'm not a monster. He takes a step back, and then he's gone. You can hear his thudding footsteps receding down the hall, then the sound of the front door. How the hell did you manage that? People are nice to me. Smile and shrug. I'll do that. You smile and shrug. Clearly you had some kind of effect on him, I guess. He trusts you or something. I doubt the rest of the town is going to be that fortunate. Dr. Kelly carefully makes her way to the entrance of the clinic, checking around corners, and you follow close behind. He's long gone. The door to the clinic hangs open, the night beyond seemingly empty. I should go after him. He's all keyed up. If I don't do something, he might go after somebody else. Let it go, Doc. Give him a chance to be free. I shudder to think what that means for someone like him. She sighs. But it's dark. He has better night vision than me. Going after him now would probably just end poorly. Hope you knew what you were doing. If I'm being honest with myself, it's been a long time coming. I couldn't keep this up forever. Something was bound to break eventually, and I suppose I should be grateful it didn't end with any of us dead. Yet. Dr. Kelly glances around the clinic, streaked with the paint from Reese's minions. He could have made less of a mess of the place, though. I've got to get to cleaning. I'd appreciate it if you got the hell out of my house now. No, don't kick me out. Damn it. You do as the doctor says, walking out the open door into the cool night. She didn't even check me because I'm old. Fuck, I should have picked that option at the beginning. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream, and now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Go home. It's time to go home. You don't get far before you're interrupted by the jingling of dog tags. Is it Wayne? Oh. I don't know why I thought Wayne maybe was wearing dog tags. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs can carry her. Oh yeah, weren't we wondering what happened to Stella? Okay. Gretchen seems distressed. She whines as she stares up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth and darting away when you try to lean down to her. Gretchen? Where's Stella? Gretchen whimpers, then starts trying to drag you towards the woods. Uh-oh. Oh my god, if Reese got Stella, I'm gonna fucking kill him. You follow Gretchen. She nervously runs ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there as she leads you into the dark woods. Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road, lined on one side by sheer rock. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. Gretchen runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gretchen, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. You sit on the log beside her. V? That ghost really did a number on you. What are you doing out here? There was something I had to check out. I've been sitting here since last night, just waiting. But nothing happened. I'll probably just head home in not too long. You should probably know about what happened today. Oh? You relay the events of the evening as best you can. Saying it out loud somehow makes it feel less real, like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock that one away in the void. Let's go. Stella scoops Gretchen up in her arms, and the three of you walk back to town in silence. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. Time for you to get home, too. Whatever you say. He appears as if out of nowhere, clothes streaked with what at first looks like blood and gore, but you quickly realize is paint. Evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. Thanks. I appreciate the company. Shall we? Wayne walks just ahead of you, in near complete silence. Do you know Reese was... did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly? I wasn't sure. But now I know. I should be able to make quick work of him next time. He's just misunderstood. He's not complex enough to be misunderstood. He's a miserable walking weapon that spends all his time feeling sorry for... Damn, okay, Wayne. It would be best for the world if he were put down. Alright. You're... I guess, whatever you say. Ooh, I'm gonna flirt with him. I know things got steamy with Reese earlier, but I still only have eyes for you, big fella. I'm not threatened by him. I know I've already won your heart. The bond we could... Damn, okay. I think I've only flirted with him like once or twice. He already knows he's won my heart. Damn, he's cocky. The bond we could share, V. It would be deeper than any bond you could form with half-baked monstrosity like him. Shit, maybe I'll try to romance him instead of Joan. I'm digging his intensity. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you gonna lecture me? You were free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Because you're special. Huh. But why? Why am I so special? You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. Thanks for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried Reese might have... Wayne emits a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. He managed to catch me off guard. Those constructs of his were an interesting little trick, but that's all they were. He won't be so lucky next time. I thought you might have done something bad to Stella. I didn't have to. She didn't have it in her to stand by your side. Remember that. She... Okay, now you're just talking shit. She won't be there if you need her. You continue in silence back to the estate. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around, too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. He disappears into the underbrush. Go home. The estate feels empty, wind howling through its abandoned halls, the very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. All right, I'll go to bed then. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to the sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese out in the woods somewhere, truly free for the first time in his life. And then you think of nothing. This is the end of episode 4. And have to probably wait. I saw their latest update. They were like, it was supposed to come out in December, but now they're saying it'll be like Q1 2026. Okay, I guess this will give me time to try to romance Joan. Wait, hardcore mode. Hardcore mode allows you to select 3 traits at character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. This penalty only applies to hardcore runs. Oh, okay, I could try hardcore mode. Please save your game now. Okay, yes. We will save it here. Now, how about, as a little bonus, I want to see what would have happened if I choose this option. You've aged at least a decade in the past day. That's got to be a medical anomaly, right? Maybe you can see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkout while you figure out a way to explore the rest of the clinic. You open the door to the clinic. It creaks loudly on its hinges. The interior feels surprisingly modern compared to its exterior, though you can still glimpse the ornate bones of the building peeking through in the decorative molding and overly complicated banister lining the stairway. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. Oh, fuck, Joan. Joan! Oof, I need you so bad, Joan. But before I can drag you too far into the clinic, Dr. Kelly puts aside her paperwork and makes her way down the hall. Hello? Can I help you? What? What the hell happened to you? You look like you're middle-aged. You didn't look middle-aged last night. I sacrificed years of my life to a ghost so we can embark on an age-appropriate romance. Dr. Kelly quietly takes you in with skepticism in her eyes. I see that you're under some mental duress as well. Sure, I'll take a look at you. Follow me. The doctor directs you down a hallway and you follow her into the clinic's exam room. I'm just going to start with some general diagnostics, but I'd also like to do some blood work today, if you're amenable to that. You want my fluids, doctor? You can have them. She presses the cold metal of her stethoscope to your chest. You seem to take the whole ghost thing at face value. Look, I have no idea what happened to you last night. It completely defies everything I know about medical science. Until your condition starts to make sense, I think it's easier for both of us if I just take what you told me at face value. Have you heard from Stella? No one knows where she is. Dr. Kelly briefly removes the stethoscope from your chest. Stella's missing? This is the first I'm hearing about it. I haven't seen her. I'll make sure to check with Reese. I know he hears from her pretty frequently. But let's finish this up first. She places the stethoscope back on your chest. I'm telling you, Doc, I'm old because of magic. It's not some kind of disease. Don't talk. I'm trying to listen to your heart. Even if that's the case, it's better for you to know the extent of the damage. If it had such a dramatic effect on your exterior, I can only imagine what it might have done to your organs. Speaking of, have you always had a heart murmur? Damn, the fucking ghost gave me a heart murmur? God damn it. No doctor has ever said you had a heart murmur. Before you can answer, she attaches a blood pressure cuff to your arm, inflating it with a few quick pumps of the bulb. The ends of your fingers tingle numbly as the cuff constricts. I don't know. I don't see doctors often. I hear that one a lot. But I get it. This country doesn't exactly make it easy for people to keep up with their health. I'm glad we caught it at least. Better for you to know. The pressure in your arm finally releases. Blood rushes back into your fingertips. Your blood pressure is definitely higher than I would expect for someone of your age. It's not in what I would call a safe range, but it can be managed. Let me know if you feel any pain. The doctor leans over you, using her forefingers to prod your abdomen. She steadies you with a gentle hand on your shoulder. Oh, the hot option. I hope this exam is as fun for you as it is for me. It's my job. I'm not palpating you for fun. Ooh, yes. Oh. But you notice an embarrassed flush of red in her cheeks. This premature aging thing isn't so bad if it means you can make a stoic silver fox like Dr. Kelly blush. I'd like to check out your lungs. Can you breathe into this for me? Make sure you keep a tight seal on it. You place the mouthpiece against your lips. Now, blow out hard and keep going until you're out of air, okay? You do your best. You can tell it's a pitiful attempt. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd expect given everything else. Again, I don't have data from before, but judging by your age and what I'm able to tell from a quick once-over, it's looking like you're the equivalent of 15, 20 years older, and not a good 15 or 20 years. Damn, that ghost fucked my shit up. But let's see what your blood work has to say about that. She goes to a drawer and retrieves a needle. Oh. Am I gonna wind up some research guinea pig now? Are you gonna write papers about me? I'm not that sort of doctor. I'm too busy for research. I just treat people and take care of my son and have no interest in hyping you up as some kind of unfortunate marvel of medicine. But we should figure out what kind of damage you're dealing with before it gets any worse. Oh, I kind of wanted you to write papers about me. I'm sure someone out there would be delighted to do a case study on you. That someone is not me. But if you find them, I'm sure they'll appreciate the data we're about to collect. She proceeds to stick you with the needle. It stings, as needles often do. But it doesn't last long. The needle slides back out quickly, and she puts a cotton ball on the tiny hole in your skin, pasting a band-aid over the top to seal in your vital juices. There, see? That's all we had to do. Not bad at all. Alright, that's all we can do for now. I'll make sure to notify you when I get the results, and I'll send them to your GP. You do have a regular doctor back home, right? Nope. Oh, well, you'll want to get one of those soon. Considering what's happened to you, you should be getting regular checkups from here on out if you don't want some preventable illness sneaking up on you. You're free to go. You know how to find the door. But I don't want to go. She starts busying herself with cleaning up her equipment. She'll be distracted, at least for a few minutes. Good. Your appointment is done, and you're free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. Okay, this is where it picks up. Do I not even get to, like... Okay, let me just save it. I don't even get to romance her in this episode. I guess this is setting it up for episode 5. Okay. I'll override this one right here. Okay, cool. Reese is creepy as fuck, but I'm glad we set him free. Hopefully he doesn't kill anyone. I like Wayne. Maybe, I don't know. I want to romance him and Wayne. as I've complained about before, the game will not let me be a whore. Like, let me form a throuple with Joan and Wayne. Like, what's the big problem? Why can't I whore it up? Okay. I guess it will be a while till the next episode comes out. Yeah, maybe I'll try to do a hardcore run with 3 traits. I can try picking different things and see how that goes. Yeah, that was cool. Alright.